Day 321. Hello, hello. Oh boy, how we doing today? Me? My body is aching. After the last few days I had of pushing myself, also not getting enough rest, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it hard. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay because, for the rest of today after getting done with work, I took it easy. I went for a short walk. I say short walk. It was a 45-minute walk outside, got some fresh air, and then just rested inside. And I plan to rest for at least the first half of tomorrow. I'm going to get the sleep that I need for sure, followed by doing some cooking. I have a recipe I wanted to try. If it's good, I'll update you on that. If it's not, well, I'll probably still say that as well. The point is, I have a chill day, at least to start tomorrow. I do plan to climb, / hang out with friends, / maybe play a little bit of volleyball. I don't know, just getting out of the house, being active. So, tomorrow, I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow. I guess that's the main point. Today I had an interesting day. I had a lot on my mind, truly. One thing I had on my mind is this idea of I'm trying to solve a problem, but trying the same things over and over again and expecting a different result, and how maybe that's something I used to do in the past, but these days it just feels so ludicrous to even imagine, to even think about. The idea of having something wrong and thinking, if I just keep trying the same thing over and over again, maybe it'll work. I don't know. There's something about that. It really makes me speechless, as you could tell. I think persistence is important. Having a problem and not giving up on finding the solution is crucial. And, if you're trying the same thing over and over again, you are being an example of that. That's not the thing to stop. That's not the thing to change. What you have to change is your approach. If you try something once or twice and it doesn't work, it's okay, and honestly probably even better if you try something different, something new. So the second key to solving that problem, apart from persistence, is resourcefulness. Being creative, finding that solution that you didn't think of before. I think one of the best things you can do is to try and then figure out what worked and what didn't. Be a little reflective. It's not just about mindlessly throwing yourself at the problem and trying solutions but not thinking about it and, driving yourself crazy. The point is to be a little smart with it. Learn from your own mistakes, from your own shortcomings. Because I guarantee you, from what you've tried in the past, there were parts of it that worked. Maybe your solution wasn't a long-term solution. It was more short-term. Maybe it solved it for a day or two, but then the problem came back. That's not to say that your solution didn't work. It's to say that maybe it solved a different problem. And you could take bits and pieces of that to come up with your new solution. Of course, you could try something completely different to really change things up, see if you could get a completely different result, and then mix the two solutions together, right? This is all part of the way of thinking of, being resourceful. How can you look at things differently? How can you approach the situation from a different angle? It's this way of thinking and having this way of thinking that honestly contributes to driving me crazy whenever someone consistently suggests the same solution to the same problem that has not been working. And maybe the reason I also got a little bit, I guess, frustrated with what was going on today was everything that I just shared as part of it, and the fact that I may have to be the one to find that solution, even if it feels like the problem that's on my hands is not particularly my problem. I know that could be relatable to a lot of people. This idea that someone puts something in front of you, they're almost structuring the way they're speaking to you as, hey, I need your help. But in reality, you end up almost needing to spearhead most of the problem. And I'm being particularly vague because, well, as of right now, the problem's not solved, and I do want to protect the privacy of the people involved. That being said, it's tough. It could be very tough. Honestly, I was going to say when things don't go your way, Like, of course we're all going to feel that way. And of course things aren't always going to go our way. At the end of the day, what I really want deep down inside is I want everybody involved to get their needs met. I think the reason there are the problems that there are in my life between the relationships that I witness and I'm a part of is because one, if not both people, are not getting all of their needs met. It's more common than you think. There's many times we do get our needs met. Sometimes they're subconscious or unconscious. And because of that, when we start to not get those needs met, we don't know how to consciously get them met. We haven't taken the time to really figure that out. That could cause a lot of discomfort for a lot of people. It's that scenario, that idea of you're looking for something, but you don't even know what you're looking for. Do you know what that's like? Looking around and saying, oh, what do I do? Where do I go? What am I even supposed to notice? That's why, the problem that arose today, I also see that it's not really the main problem. Chances are, if there's a problem going on in your life, there is a deeper problem underneath. There's a deeper issue, a deeper topic to address. And maybe this is more relevant for relationships. If there's something wrong, chances are it's not the thing that you're being yelled at for, or scolded about, or lectured about, or getting the silent treatment for. There's something more. If you could get into the practice of digging a little deeper and finding out what that thing is and solving that problem, well, magically those other little problems on the surface will melt away. Because for many of the things that we deal with on a day-to-day, it's so easy to realize that it's not that deep. It's not that serious. We may think it's serious because we stack these negative ideas and these negative thoughts to make it a bigger problem than it is. But in reality, there's a lot that, well, one, it's simple to solve, easy to solve. fast to solve, so long as we're not making it worse than it really is. So I know what I need to do. I need to come at this with a little bit more love and compassion, and know that this is an opportunity for me to help someone, help people, multiple people. I could give my love, I could give my support, I could give my guidance, because the problem that I'm asked to solve, I'm not going to solve that problem. But that's because it's not the main issue. It's not the thing that needs to be solved. So I will accept the role of helping with this issue, and I know that I'll be happy for it. The people in my life will be happy for it. And if I make a mistake, well, guess what? I'm going to learn from it and get resourceful. So until next time, just remember to always fill up with the love. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.